Hey YouTube, Splatter Sugar here, and today I'm going to be doing a first impressions video on Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks. And what I have to start off with here is this is Nintendo's follow-up to the Phantom Hourglass, both which are on obviously the Nintendo DS. Now, it's not a direct continuation of the story whatsoever, but it seems to be taking place in another time in the future. But as with most Zelda games, you can never tell the timeline because they're all over the place. But the story itself is basically a generic story, a Zelda storyline. I don't know if Ganon is in this yet or not because, like I said, this is a first impressions video. Now, it continues with the cel-shaded look of Phantom Hourglass, which started in the Wind Waker for the GameCube, which some of you are fans of, some of you are not. I personally at first hated the Wind Waker, but as I got to the end of the game, I was in love with it by the end of the game. And the appearance of this works very well on the DS. So the graphics are just a continuation of those it's a third in a series of those three games. Now, what goes on here is the playability, control-wise, it's exactly to the T like the Phantom Hourglass. There is no directional pad usage at all. You're just using the stylus, and the next concept of this, which is different for Zelda, is the Spirit Tracks. And the concept of this is to use a train to get around the overworld, and instead of using your boat that you use in the Wind Waker and the Phantom Hourglass. Now, though this is a change of pace for Zelda, and I know Nintendo is trying to experiment with how it's turning out, for me it doesn't work because so far it really detracts for the exploration. Personally, even though there were boats in the Wind Waker and Phantom Hourglass, and I actually hated that concept of island hopping, it's so linear with the train tracks, like you just can't get off the train. At certain designated spots you obviously can, but I'd rather walking around the overworld or riding Eponia, or even the boat worked for me. But it just Spirit Tracks, the train aspect for me does not work at all. But you can customize your train just like you can your ship in Phantom Hourglass. This is basically, like I said before, a direct continuation with the playability, the graphics, and yes, even the challenges of Phantom Hourglass. Now, the challenge aspect of this, for me, I wasn't too impressed with with Phantom Hourglass's challenge. Spirit Tracks, I'm even less impressed with. Thus far, the hours I've put into this game, I have found it extremely easy. And the puzzles just aren't that as challenging as I remember. But then, I'm an old school Zelda fan. I've been playing this series for well over 20 years now. And it just seems to me the games are getting easier and easier, but that could be because I'm getting older and older. So I don't really know. I'm not trying to deter you from this. It's just I just didn't find the challenges so far. Maybe they'll pick up. I hope so, but I felt the same way with Phantom Hourglass, and for me it really didn't. So I'm expecting the same here. Something that else is unique to this game actually is the inception of Zelda. You are actually able to play as Zelda somewhat when she possesses the Phantom Knights in certain dungeons. You can play as her, and it's actually pretty intelligent, I have to admit, because I actually have fun I had a lot of fun using the two, Link and Zelda, in unison to like combat enemies or solve puzzles. So that aspect, I will give it a thumbs up for her. But with all else said, when it comes to Spirit Tracks, it's not a spectacular Zelda game in the series, but it's also not a very low grade one, as I'll say. Like for me, Zelda 2 for the original Nintendo I hated it. I don't hate this game, so I'm gonna say this is an average Zelda game. If you are a fan of the series, you're gonna pick it up. You already have. If you're not, I would say just wait for this to drop in price. Overall, I'm hoping that this game picks up. But for right now, like if I had to give it a score, I wouldn't assign a number to it. I would just say it's completely average. It just detracts. Their experimentation detracts from the the Zelda feel to me of the past series. But if you like the Phantom Hourglass, definitely pick this up because it's you're riding a train except for the boat minus the exploration part of it, of sailing. But I hope you all enjoyed my first impressions. Maybe I'll do a full-blown review when I have the time to finish this game off. I will continue to play this game because like I said, I'm a Zelda fan, so I gotta beat this. I'm just hoping it picks up for me. So hopefully you enjoyed my first impressions video. Everyone, take care.